Sammy, we are back. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm back from Dubai. Fresh off Dubai. Samuel.
Yes.
I feel, what are you looking at over there?
Bro, I paid off 2 credit cards.
What?
Yeah, I'm actually I was just looking at my account and then I got excited and so I was distracted.
So you're out of debt?
No, but I paid off 2 credit cards.
How many credit cards do you have?
Well, one was medical. I froze my eggs. So that's what I paid off, which has been a big goal for probably 14 months now. That was incredibly expensive. Probably the most adult thing I've ever done. And then the other one was just adult things, like when it starts raining in your master bedroom and you have to get your roof fixed. Oh. So I had a little bit of a go there in 24, 25, and now it's 26, and I was just looking, and 2 of my cards are paid off. So I'm sure something incredibly adult will happen this week, and I'll have to get a new water heater or something, but I'm celebrating for right now.
This is amazing, guys.
Yeah.
Sammy has paid off multiple credit cards.
I'm almost done.
More importantly, let's go back to what you said, why you paid off your credit card, because this is interesting to me, and I appreciate this.
Why I paid off my credit card is because I'd like to have
because
access to society.
Well, yeah, but you racked up one of your credit cards because you froze your eggs.
I sure did.
So freezing your eggs.
Yeah.
What made you
taking a hard right turn this morning?
What made you make this decision?
My age.
Your age.
I'm 35 years old, and it doesn't really matter which way you cut it. Biology is biology. Now, I don't really subscribe to the narrative of, oh, woe is me. I'm so geriatric, I'll never be able to have children, because I think women every day prove us wrong in that department, and I really aspire to be one of them. I think it's a weird thing to accept that even if I were to get pregnant right now, I would be geriatric. I don't feel geriatric. But
yeah. What do they consider after 35 as geriatric?
Yeah. And I mean, you can freeze your eggs pretty much any time, but they recommend you do it before you're 36. Okay. And I obviously have a very hectic lifestyle and job. And so I saw a window when I was 34 and I had a couple weeks off of work to kind of get it done, because it felt like now or never. And I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have to be on the road and be distracted and be more stressed about a situation than I already am. So I just took the opportunity when I could, and I had no insurance and I knew nothing about it. I educated myself. I took a leap. I paid for it. And as of right now, I paid it off.
I'd like to applaud you one more time for this, guys.
Thank you very much.
This is to me, a very grown-up decision outside of paying your credit cards off. Freezing your eggs is a big deal.
Yeah,
Is it a humbling experience?
You know what? I gotta say, in fact, it feels the exact fucking opposite. Wow. It's the opposite of humbling. I think it has encouraged me. I can do anything.
Yeah.
Watch me. It did change my life. It changed my perspective. It changed everything, really. And I mean that more about my relationship with myself, with my future, with my plans, with my goals, but also just it's changed my perspective on dating. It's changed my perspective on everything. And I just feel like it has not made me humble at all. It's made me the opposite of humble. It's made me be like, holy shit, I can do anything.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's not humble, but I'm just saying
you're not dependent on somebody else. You're not.
No, I just feel like if I can get through that, not that it was so horrible, but if I can do that, I can do anything. I mean, it was incredibly nerve-wracking, and I learned a lot, and it's just
what'd you have to do, shots and stuff? What did you have to do?
So I mean, it's an individual experience for everyone, but the gist of it is that basically you have a series of shots that get your hormones in a place that helps your body produce eggs at a pace that maybe it wouldn't without those fertility shots.
Yeah.
And then you go through the treatments, and then when it comes time, you do something called a trigger shot. So you give yourself one last shot in the stomach, and it just kind of signals to your body that it's go time, baby. And then that is about 24 to 48 hours before the actual surgery. So it's very timely, it's very specific, it's very important, and it's basically you're starting the timer from when you take the trigger shot to when you have your surgery. That's a countdown. And then they take all the little eggies out of you, and then you wake up and they say, we got this many, yay. And then, or we got this many, we're going to have to do another round. It just kind of depends on your body. And then you go home that day.
How many did you get eggs?
19 eggs.
19?
19 eggs.
That's solid. That
is a solid number, especially for someone who is not
geriatric.
28 and someone who is geriatric by standards. But I mean, the thing about fertility in general that really made me nervous is that although I work out and I've been an athlete my whole life and I try clean, non-toxic ingredients in cleaning in my skincare and get good sleep, drink a lot of water, like it doesn't really mean that you're fertile. Like health and fertility are not as hand in hand as maybe I think the misconception is, if that makes sense.
Oh, trust me, I know. Cassie and I went through IVF. We had to go through IVF because of me.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of swimmers.
And that is common, by the way.
Right.
And I think that another thing I feel like my generation is the first generation of women that I know multiple women that have frozen their eggs. People are just getting married later. They're having babies later. Maybe they haven't found a husband like me and are trying to have an insurance plan for later in life in case they do meet someone. But I think that with that being said, there's so much more like conversation about it. And another conversation that has been brought up is male fertility. Like it feels like male fertility is always the second thing everybody looks at, but it's like it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
A child is literally 50-50.
Yeah.
Why is it all the focus on the woman when it takes a man to also make that happen? So I think that that's a really healthy conversation that's started to grow because the truth of the matter is like in order to create a baby, like you do need a healthy sperm donation. So it's like you have to have that ready to go as well. So it's, I know, it's extensive. It's a lot of unknowns. And it's just, it's weird. Like, what the hell am I doing? When did I get old enough to freeze my eggs? When did you get old enough to do IVF?
I know.
How'd that happen?
Well, IVF happens in younger couples too, but for the most part, just going out of your way to freeze your eggs mostly is when women are starting to think about this more and more because it's a very viable thing to do. It's pretty expensive though, right?
Very.
How much? What are we running the credit card up to on this? No insurance. I'm freezing my eggs. How much am I out the door?
$16,000 to $20,000.
Nice, right there, guys.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a very individual experience, so I don't want to speak for other people because I feel like that's kind of icky in a way, but...
Oh, by the way, I wasn't clapping for the amount. I was clapping the fact that you paid that off.
Yeah, I've been very diligent. I made, as you've noticed, well, put it this way. When I started freezing when I started thinking about freezing my eggs, I had blonde hair.
Oh.
So
here we go.
Some of my aesthetic changes have not been because I wanted to. They've been to make financial decisions that are different, that align with making sure that I could become debt free as quickly as possible, but while still living my life. I love to travel. I love to eat. I love to drink. I love to smoke. I love to live. I don't want to cut all of that out.
Did you, when you were freezing your eggs, did you no drinking?
Oh, yeah.
No smoking?
No drinking, no smoking. I didn't even have soda. I limited sugar. Did you limit caffeine? Yes. Limited caffeine. Limited everything.
Tylenol?
I didn't take any medicine.
Good.
Other than the drugs I was shooting myself up with, but I didn't take any pain meds. I was as clean as I have been since probably birth. Truly.
Nice.
No soda, no energy drinks, no sugar. I ate incredibly clean. I worked out. I was the epitome of health for 90 days.
You know what's going to happen now that you've made this effort is you're going to meet a guy and just get pregnant.
You know what? I would love that. That's great. I don't really know that I have one answer as to why I decided to freeze my eggs. I feel like there's a lot of answers, but the number one at the top was mostly because I don't like being told no.
Yeah.
And that's really what it came down to, is that, sure, do I think I'm going to find a husband in this lifetime? It doesn't feel like it. But if I did, and I got to a point where then we did want to have children, and some jabroni in a doctor coat is going to try and tell me that, oh, you don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to be like, bitch, I got 19 frozen eggs down the street. Let's de-thaw these things. De-thaw? Is that what it's called?
Thaw them out, bro. Thaw them out.
I have no idea. But it was more so that, more like a stubborn insurance policy for myself later in life.
Yeah.
If I don't know, it's just there for safety.
I feel like it's going to happen for you.
Sure.
You're a great person.
I don't know if that has anything to do with fertility, but thank you.
I love you. I think everybody in this room loves you. Super fun to be around. God's just waiting. It's on his, it's going to happen, and then you're going to meet him, and then boom. Yeah.
A new thing I heard was it'll happen when you least expect it.
Well, that's true, though. I mean, it does happen.
That's a new one that people are trying out.
When you least.
Have you tried the dating apps? Kill me.
You're like,
yeah.
all of them several times.
No, I haven't. I'm actually terrible at dating apps. And I mean, I have a Hinge, but
Have you ever done farmersonly.com?
No.
Can you please do it for me?
Sure.
Just for do it.
How about you just set me up a profile? How about, here's the thing.
Can I run it for you?
Yes, you can. You absolutely can. I was just going to say this.
Yes.
So there's been a movement. Sorry, I'm completely taking over this entire podcast about my eggs and my legs.
It's your podcast as well.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Farmersonly.com at Sammy Shea. I'm running it.
I mean, yeah, you can. Here's the thing. Everything that I've done has not worked out. So I've changed my perception to, hey, well, would you be down for this? And you know what? My answer is probably going to be, sure. Like, I used to be so much more like hard on myself and like think that I had to follow some sort of rules that like I made up or I learned somewhere. And now I'm like, I mean, none of that's worked. So I might as well change my approach. So when people are like, oh, well, have you tried dating apps? Oh, well, have you tried this? Oh, well, you tried that? I just say, hey, you know what? If you have anyone in mind that you'd like to set me up with, I'm willing to try that.
All right, guys.
Or if you want to run an online dating
running your
account for
farmersonly.com.
Go for it.
We should get sponsorship for this, by the way, farmersonly.com. Sammy Shea is going to be on there. Keep in mind, I am running this. So if you're a creep.
I think this is actually a great idea because then maybe you could just see what it's like.
Well, I can suss through all the bull. You know what?
Yeah, so can I. That's the problem.
You have to...
That's the problem.
You have to, but yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, man, it's not like I'm busy. I'll just do it. I'll run your dating life only on that site.
Something tells me that you would make time to run a farmers only dating.
Well, I'm gonna get Cassie's gonna help me.
I trust Cassie.
Yeah.
I mean, I trust you. I feel like you guys have good judge of character.
Yeah, I
think
got you.
that you know when people ask you like, oh, what's your type?
That's
it's
amazing.
like, yeah, I obviously have a type, but it's like,
what? No, what is your type? 6'4".
No, okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, sure. I love JJ Watt. My ideal weight is this body weight with JJ Watt on top of me.
Listen,
however, I am 35 years old and a realist. And so
I think JJ Watt body could get on top of you.
I sure think it could as well too. I could back squat over 200 pounds. Let's ride. However, I'm thinking that like, guess what? Looking like JJ Watt doesn't ensure financial like literacy, doesn't ensure emotional maturity, doesn't ensure the fact that you're loyal, doesn't ensure the fact that you're not the type of person that's going to open the motherfucking pantry and ask me where the salt is when it's the first thing on the shelf. I can't handle that. I'd rather die alone. So I feel like, what's my type? Aware.
I'm so glad
common sense.
This is coming out 2 days after Valentine's Day. I think this is nice. It's a good segue.
Is it?
Into this wonderful world.
Credit cards, egg debt, farmersonly.com, JJ Watt, and now we're on to the world. We're really crushing it.
I am happy for you.
Okay.
Because I feel like we're on a good path. I feel like we've come to grips with the fact that, like, you know what? I don't need anybody, but I will let Chuck run farmersonly.com for me.
Yeah.
And I will let that magic happen.
I think that it's very...
I'm going to give you 3 dates from it. I'm going to put you on 3 dates.
3 dates from farmersonly.com. I don't know that there's a lot of farmers around here, dude. We're not really in farmland. Maybe out by your house.
Yeah, that's a 45-minute drive.
He's going to come pick me up.
Yes.
Okay. Well, not for the first date.
Hey, the first time I picked up Cassie, it was like I lived downtown. She lived out where we live now. I thought she lived in Alabama.
Well,
that's
she
how far
did.
It was.
She does. You do, like, basically.
Basically.
Yeah, but okay. Sure.
Worth it. That's how you know if they're good, because if they'll drive, pick you up, and then drive all the way back that far, and then ask you on a second date or go on a second date, worth it.
I would love to believe that exists, and I know that it does because you're sitting right in front of me, but I'm so excited. Can't find that person, and I feel like, commonly everybody will be like, well, maybe your standards are too high. When someone says that to me, it makes me want to literally spontaneously combust, because what do you mean my standards are too high? I would do that for someone else.
Yeah.
So I am proof that my standards aren't too high. I'm not asking for Brad Pitt. I'm asking for someone who is as equally as attractive as me and takes care of themselves like I do and isn't a piece of trash. Like, I don't think I'm asking for too much. I'm just asking for a partner, really.
I like this. I'm excited. I'm positive about it.
Me too.
I think this is going to be a good moment.
I haven't lost hope, but I've definitely lost hope in a way.
No, keep the hope.
Deep down inside, it's there. I'm like, oh, all it takes is one. It literally only takes one. But like the logical side of my brain is like, well, You have a pretty good life alone. I feel like this.
I think
could
you're doing
ride this
great.
till the.
I think you're living the dream.
I am.
And I'm going to Lion King you up. And this is Sammy Shea. FarmersOnly.com. FarmersOnly.com.
Imagine FarmersOnly.com. Hey, I'm not hating.
I'm going to put you in there as Sammy Shea. So if people want to look you up.
That is my name. So thank God you're going to.
Sammy Shea. Well, I didn't want Samster.
Me as that.
Look at Samster. Have you ever been called Samster? Oh my God, that's the worst.
I hated it. And I don't think I have ever been called Samster until right now.
Not bad.
It is. It's horrible.
It's horrible. It's not.
I have had a plethora of weird nicknames, but I think Samster is the worst. It reminds me of hamster, and I
know. As soon as I said it, I was like, "That's cute." It's not.
You know what song immediately started playing in my head is that. Oh, that's like the hamster tune.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
I wonder if anybody else got that from that humming.
It's very.
Oh, I got a crowd reaction. Let's go. That's a good impersonation then.
This is nice.
Anyways, how was your trip to Dubai?
Oh my goodness. I thought you would never ask.
Well, it kind of felt like I wasn't for a second there, but I just had a lot to get out apparently.
As soon as you said frozen eggs, I'm like, I'm in.
Well, I didn't mean to be distracted, but I was just looking at my credit card statement when we started, and I was like, holy mother.
Isn't it like, it's like liberating?
I feel skinnier.
You look skinnier.
Thank you.
Did you lose like $18,000? You look skinnier.
I sure did. Damn it. Hey, worth it. When I have a really cute kid one day, I'll be like, don't make me put you back in that freezer. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm going straight to jail and I haven't even had the kid yet.
No,
they're like, oh, CPS, never mind.
This is good. I like this. You're going to be a good mom.
Do you know what I did for you to be here?
I froze you.
I froze you for years. They're costing me a lot of money. They're not even alive yet. That is also wild.
Dude.
We haven't even gotten to T-ball practice.
Every time I froze my sperm, it was $500 a month per vial. I had 3.
That's a lot of, that's expensive.
It wasn't
sperm.
a lot of sperm because I didn't have any.
Yeah, but that's expensive.
Which is a ripoff. I want a discount. If I didn't have any sperm in there that was viable, I want my money back.
I don't think that's how it works.
I know it's not how it works.
But hey.
Speaking of big men.
Oh, I'm interested. I'm here. Okay.
I have a new man crush, folks. I have a new man crush. Blown away by this guy.
Tell me
Jason Momoa.
Oh.
Now let me tell you something. I didn't know what to expect. I thought he was going to be this big, burly, just mean, not approachable guy, right?
Why?
Complete opposite. So we went to Dubai, okay, for the wine, Melorosa Wine Company. We went out to Dubai because we are now, get the hands ready, we are now going to be in Europe, AEU, and Dubai.
Great news.
Thank you so much.
That is great news. So the trip was a success.
Great trip. It was myself, Cassie, from Melorosa. Then Jason Momoa was out there for Meili Vodka, his vodka company.
Okay.
And then Elizabeth Banks, great actress, was out there for Archer Roos, her wine company. That is a little different. Her wine's in a can. Ours is in a bottle. So it's like a different, they weren't like crossing each other out. But Elizabeth Banks, hilarious, funny, easy to get along with, very approachable.
Did you tell her that I love her?
I did not say that. But
we'll add it to my farmersonly.com profile. It's
loves
fine.
Elizabeth Banks.
Love.
Jason Momoa, on the other hand, is my new best friend.
Now, does he feel the same way about you? Or
yeah,
okay.
He gave me his number.
Oh my God, I wish I were you.
When I first met him, he walks into you can't miss the guy. You can't miss him. He walks into
How tall is he actually?
6'5"?
Okay.
6'4", 6'5".
All right.
6'5".
He's big, but he's not enormous.
6'5", 265. Right up your alley,
I
Sammy.
take my coat off.
Listen, I'm not gay, but I was thinking about it. This guy, he is. When he walks into a room,
you notice. God, that's
and
so
he's
hot.
Hawaiian, and he's got that vibe about him.
He's got that eyebrow that like kind of scares me, but turns me on at the same time.
It's got like a little thing right here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
So super approachable, super just like very easy to talk to, like our age group. I know you're younger than me, but
same generation.
He's the same. We're the same exact age. So we found out we watched all the same stuff, all the same movies, quoting the same stuff.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, game over. This guy, I told Cassie, we got back to the hotel room after the first night I met him.
I'm like, I actually have to go, babe. Jason invited me over.
I'm sorry, but I'm having a good time with Jason. This is a good time. And I don't know, man. It was one of those things. And we ended up we were there for a week. We hung out every single day. He's one of the hardest working people I've ever met. So this guy's on top of the world right now. Okay. So he's been in Game of Thrones. He was in Minecraft. He's doing Minecraft 2. He's in the #1 movie on Amazon Prime right now, which is called, looking it up. I watched it. This is what was cool about it. He's like, dude, so low key about it. He's like, dude, my movie comes out tonight. I want you to watch it. Call me.
Wait, no. That really happened?
Yes. He goes, watch it tonight. Call me. The Wrecking Crew with Batista's in it. So
okay, The Wrecking Crew. All right, I need to add this. I am a TV fiend, so I need to add.
So
that
Amazon Prime #1 movie right now. It's his best opening movie I think he's ever had.
I love that you just met him and he's like, "Yo, watch my movie and report back."
He did. He was like, "Dude, you're gonna love it."
Did we just become best friends?
100%.
Did you guys do karate in the garage?
That's how I felt the whole time, Sammy. I lost in the garage every single time. But that's how I felt the whole time. And so he's got his Meili vodka. When I first meet him, he goes, Chuck, you got to try this. So he takes...
also you don't drink, so how was that?
I know. So I don't drink that much, right? So I told Cassie, I'm like, before we even went to Dubai, I'm like, listen, I know I've been really good. I have not drank in almost 2 years. Okay? Been like, now at this point, it's not like I didn't have a drinking problem.
Like not a sip of alcohol in 2 years, or like just sipped wine.
I would sip wine if I had to do a tasting,
sure,
or I'm like promoting our wine, obviously, because we own a wine company. But for other reasons, I was just like, you know what, I need to chill on this. I need to take a break. So I did. I said, but Cassie, if Jason Momoa, asked me to have a drink with him, I'm gonna be like, okay.
Yeah.
And so, of course, he's like, hey, dude, try that. He's like, this is how you got to do, this is how Meili's supposed to be drank. So he gives him Meili vodka. He's like, just sip it. Because it's all about the water for him on how he distills the vodka. It's like it's all about the water. Why do you have sunglasses on, by the way?
It's bright in here, man. Her feature's so bright.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was talking to somebody behind the camera.
ADHD.
We can Ray Charles.
When are we going to get a sponsor from Adderall? That's going to be the real kicker here.
I go, all right, I sip it. I'm like, nice, this is nice. So all right, here's the deal. He's like, give me a Guinness. He's like very loud in the room. He's like very...
I'll give you a kiss.
Yeah.
Is that what you were thinking?
So Guinness.
Oh, they said, give me a kiss.
No, I did not. Why would I say it that calmly, Sammy? I was like, give me a kiss. Okay.
Chuck, have you met yourself? Nothing you say is surprising.
That's true. That's true. So he's like, this is what you got to do. You take a sip of the Meili vodka and then you take a little chug of Guinness and it tastes magical.
Vodka in Guinness.
Yes. Did it. Amazing. Because his vodka is...
Would have never guessed.
He said, here, smell this, right? It was Tito's. And he goes, and he smelled this. And it's a Meili vodka. And it's the Tito's just smells like you're smelling rubbing alcohol. Like...
It tastes like it too.
Right? His smells clean. Smells like... So anyway, I'm going to bring a bottle of Meili vodka in and you guys
where
can
we
try
get that? I'd love to try that.
Yeah. So
should I just drink a whole bottle of Meili vodka while we record and just see how clean it really is?
100%. That would make for a hell of a podcast, Sammy.
We would be canceled.
No, that's impossible.
I mean, actually, there's a lot of shit out there these days.
You're good.
I mean, I could get canceled, but I think
we'll probably get more views, honestly, to be honest.
Virality, baby. That is my worst nightmare, and I don't want to be that.
So, long story short, love the guy.
So he's coming to your birthday party?
I don't know.
At the farm?
I will invite him. Oh, you know what? He does. He is friends with people here in Nashville.
Didn't he live here?
He was here for a hot minute, and
for his band.
He goes, listen, he goes, we're definitely hanging out when I come to Nashville, when he comes back.
Love.
And I'm like, this is amazing. Like, guys, listen, I'm coming clean. I haven't had a man crush in a while. And this is intense. I miss him.
It's not that I don't believe you, because I do believe you. However, I would love to hear his side, his perspective.
I think he would sit right in that chair.
And say the same thing as you. I'm not calling you a liar, for the record. For everybody who knows that I'm going to shit on Truck, I'm not. I believe you.
Worst case scenario, we'll have Momoa on via FaceTime.
Sure.
For the podcast. Worst case. Best case, right there next to you.
Next to me.
And let me tell you something.
We might only have one chair that day. Oopsies.
Because you're going to slide off yours.
No, I'm going to sit on his lap truck. That's the joke.
100% you should. He would
It's
let
not funny
you.
when you have to describe the joke.
I'm sorry. I think it's funny when
we're doing our best.
I just
Anyways,
describe
I'm
it.
really proud of you, and I can't wait to also meet him if possible and
Phenomenal guy.
try his vodka.
I'm a new fan. A fan of his vodka, Melee vodka, awesome stuff. We'll see each other again in the future. We're doing more stuff together, which is awesome. But overall trip to Dubai. Dubai is basically, if have you never been to Dubai, right?
I have not. I had a friend who lived there for about 3 years, and I never made it.
Okay, so Dubai to me is like Vegas meets New York on
The desert.
crack in the desert. I mean, it's massive. We stayed at the lot of fun, plenty to do in the city. We stayed at the world's largest hotel, the world's tallest hotel.
I've seen that one.
CIEL, if you want to look it up. And phenomenal. We stayed on the 72nd floor, which is, I think, the tallest floor you can stay.
Were you swaying in the wind?
No, but I did have an encounter with a window washer cleaner.
I saw a video of that.
That was fun.
Did he interact with you? Because the video did not.
He made eye contact. He made eye contact for a brief second and quickly went back to washing the window.
Yeah, he's probably like, wow, this guy thinks he's so unique. Like, I don't do this every day.
This happens all the time.
Yeah.
Must be American.
Yeah. What gave it away? The American flag hat.
So anyway, we stayed there. Phenomenal. We went to the world's tallest building, which is 2,700 feet in the air. That was scary. I mean, you're looking down. It's twice the size of the Empire State Building. Think about that.
I have been to the top of the Empire State Building, the observation deck.
It's like called Biz Khalifa or something like that.
I know someone named Wiz Khalifa, but
That's what I kept saying when they do. Oh, you want to go to the Biz Khalifa? I'm like, Wiz Khalifa? Good songs. So we went to the top of that. Awesome. Definitely worth doing. A little expensive, but definitely worth doing.
Isn't everything in Dubai expensive though, or did I make that up?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, it
I
wasn't
didn't
as
know.
bad as I thought it was going to be.
I just thought there was like a lot of the world's wealth there,
There is.
so I assumed that everything was
Abu
expensive.
Dhabi, though, is where the real money is. So I did learn that. So Dubai, rich. Abu Dhabi, really rich.
Yeah, I've heard my friend lived there. She was a teacher. You know, when you can like travel, teach, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll tell you some stories off air. about
Really?
her
Abu Dhabi
experience
or?
there. Just yeah, it was wild. A lot of money. A lot of well-connected parents.
It's
Not just fame and fortune, if you know what I'm saying.
It is saying, I will say it's very Americanized. Dubai is. So they have it's not like you didn't feel like you were in a different, I mean, you did. You felt, you knew you were in a different country, I
Like
guess.
modern and Western, not Americanized, like Westernized. You didn't feel like you're in a third world country.
Well, it didn't feel like you were the third world country, but Americanized is such as like Jimmy John's, McDonald's,
Okay.
like all that stuff.
So a lot of chain restaurants. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
And a lot of people that work there.
Were the people pretty there?
There were pretty people there. Sure.
Okay.
I think only 20% of the people that live there are local.
I believe that. Well, similarly to New York and Vegas
Right.
and all those big cities, it's a lot of melting pot. Even Nashville.
Yeah.
You don't really know a lot of people born and raised here, so I believe that.
So it was pretty cool. I felt very safe there.
Okay, you are beating around the bush of what is the most important that we spoke about last time, and you haven't confirmed or denied, and I've been waiting, and I'm done waiting, so I need you to answer my question, and I know you know what I'm thinking, so answer it.
What's the question?
Read my mind.
What is about Melorosa or?
Don't do this to me, Chuck. What is the one thing you were looking forward to and you talked about for 30 minutes last show and you haven't confirmed or denied yet?
Did we ride a camel?
Thank you. I was like, don't let me down.
Ride a camel, folks. Put your hands together for the camel riders. They're back. Chuck and Cassie. We rode the shit out of some camels, Sammy.
Chuck, I'm sorry, but I've never met someone who loves to do a round of applause more than you. All
It's fun.
I know. Yeah, like you really love it. Anyways, so how was it? Report back.
Phenomenal. So we take basically an Lexus SUV out to the desert, okay? And we go dune bashing, which is like they take the SUVs and they go up and down the dunes and they're like spinning them out and all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. And then we jumped on a camel. The camel, I didn't know what to expect, but they put the head deal on me.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's fantastic. I felt like a real person. Camel
a real
rider.
camel rider.
Thank you so much.
I don't know.
And then they put
those are called, but
they put Cassie in the get up.
Yeah.
She looks super hot in the get up.
I did see that. Her hair worked. Her entire aesthetic and fashion and hair choices and accessorizing choices were spot on.
Yes.
From what I could tell from the internet the entire time.
Yes. And then we saw a falcon show, and that was fun.
What does that entail?
They basically have a falcon, and they swirl this thing around, and then they shows you how fast it is, and it tries to get the bird or the rabbit or whatever's on the end of the swirl thing. It shows how fast it can hunt something, and then eventually they let the falcon catch it, and then that's the end of the
Do falcons have like the best eyes ever?
8 times better than our eyes.
Damn, I wish I could just see that for like 1 second to see what that.
I know.
You can't. Their eyes are better than mine. Damn it.
8 times better.
I'd probably give them more.
So they're
than
like,
8.
hey, listen, this falcon's going to come really close to your head. Don't worry. The eyesight is 8 times better than yours. It's not going to hit you. And we trusted that.
Okay.
And it was true.
I don't know that I'd love a falcon swooping towards my head.
Pretty awesome.
Okay.
And then we did a little dinner show. Very intimate, by the way. There was a group of people like probably from Korea or somewhere. There's like 10 of those guys, and there was like one little family of 4, and then 2 other couples and us. And we had our own little dinner show. Very private, very nice.
So how long were you guys actually there? Whole time?
Saturday through Saturday. We got on, by the way, guys, just got through the ice storm.
Yeah.
That like half the country hit. Anyway, we got on the very last plane out to Dubai from Nashville. I asked a lady, I go, hey, because we had our original flight got canceled, so we moved up to the morning. I said, hey, I'm just curious, you got a big storm coming in. When are you guys going home? She goes, as soon as your plane leaves, we're done. Airport closes.
Wow.
Literally on the last flight.
Yeah, I was trying to come home from California, and I was not as lucky as you, but I'm glad that you guys got out, because I feel like an international trip to Dubai cannot be cut short by 1 minute. It
was insane. Took 20 hours to get there. We crossed off a bucket list. We flew on Emirates.
Oh yeah, how was your bougie first class?
It was super bougie. So we were business class.
Oh, that's what I meant.
There's first class, okay, on Emirates, and there's business class. The biggest difference is first class and business class, you're laying down. Okay, you have your own little pod, and you're laying down. The first class seats are just a little bit bigger, not much. So
Okay.
I would recommend the bang for the buck, do business class.
Sure.
You'll feel great. Air Canada, by the way, business class, lay down seats, awesome. Amazing. I even like the Air Canada's better than Emirates smaller plane. We were in the plane out. Do you have to burp or something? What's happening?
Yeah, I was trying not to burp into the microphone.
She goes, we're flying out on the double decker Emirates to Dubai, and that had the bar upstairs. So we went up there. We were taking pictures like total tourist. It was awesome. We were loving every minute of it.
I love that you guys embraced every part of it.
We
though.
loved every.
If you're going to be on a plane for 20 hours, you might as well have some fun.
Oh my goodness! They give you a little bag. You get your little eye covers and your slippers.
Mm-hmm.
You put them on. You get your.
Did you sleep fine? I'm so nervous to sleep on my flight. I'm not going to be laying down though.
I slept pretty good.
Okay.
I'm still kind of like getting back into the swing of things now that we're back.
I was going to say, how was your? Wait, so you gained time back though. So when you went there, you like lost a day, and then when you came back.
When we came back, we flew 20 hours and came back the same day.
But backtracking to America is always easier for me than when I go overseas and go ahead in time. I am like a zombie.
I agree.
So I'm hoping that maybe for some reason this one time next month when I travel, I won't feel that way, but I don't have high hopes.
Well, if you do it again, try Emirates and Air Canada. Seriously, really good.
And splurge on the business class. Lay your ass down.
Seriously, that's what. Remember, I told you you got to do the splurge.
Yes.
Are you going to
remember what my answer was?
We'll see.
It was that I was trying to save money and pay off the rest of my.
Now they're paid
cards.
off.
Yes, that is true. But I just am really
Rack
trying
them back up. Get your points.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that the slippery slope? I'm sure. I don't know. TBD. How about that?
TBD. So, in closing about Dubai, the whole reason why we went over there, guys, was for Melorosa wine. So there's only two ways to get your wine into the UAE/Europe. Okay, there's two companies. I'm going to say one of them wrong. M something, and then African and Eastern. Okay, so we met African and Eastern, and we are going to sign with African and Eastern.
Hey,
Okay.
What does that mean? You're going to sign with them, so they're going to.
That means you're going to represent Melorosa Wine Company over in Europe, all over Europe. It's a full gangbusters thing. Their entire squad is going to be repping Melorosa wine.
So what does that mean for you guys now? How does that affect your day-to-day work with Melorosa, or does it not?
Well, it just means we work it in this country like we normally work it, and we have an entire team over in Europe working our product as well. So
So
and
it's
they
like
just don't
one more
sign.
meeting a week? Or
What's that?
Is it like another meeting every week, or what?
It just means in a nutshell, we're going to send a bunch of wine over there
Okay.
that they have to buy. So they order the wine, and then they place it through all their restaurants, hotels, and CL, the world's
Tallest.
hotel, has confirmed that they are going to carry
Melorosa wine, baby.
Melorosa Wine Company. So
That's
now,
exciting.
it's very exciting.
Congratulations.
So Melorosa Wine Company is officially in the world's tallest hotel, which is a huge deal.
Melorosa wine is officially international. That's also a
International.
huge deal.
So that was the whole reason why I went over there, is to see if people would understand the story, because we had to Cassie and I had to get up in front of everybody, all the bigwigs of that side of the country that made all the decisions. Okay, I'm talking about, we had sheiks over here, we had top businessmen over here, the president of CL, the vice president of F&B. We had the Hilton. We had major meetings with the Hilton Hotel Group of Europe, all of Europe.
Right.
And we had to get up there and do a presentation in front of all of them, and Momoa and Elizabeth Banks.
Were you the one speaking?
Yes.
Were you funny or were you normal?
I was
Or like
a little bit of
professional?
both.
Sorry.
Professional.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of both. No cussing. Remember, no cussing.
Oh my God, no. I feel like you'd go to jail.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, it wasn't, we were talking about this. There's like no PDA, no cussing.
Yeah.
I felt like it was going to be like super strict,
Yeah, it's like a
and we
little
were
more
like
relaxed
nervous
than you thought.
about it. It was a little more relaxed.
They probably
Now, if you go
say that
into
on purpose.
a mosque, or what do they get the mosque? If you go around a mosque, now it's hardcore, like absolutely not, like
Right.
fully covered,
Yeah.
everything. But outside of that, especially if you're like in a hotel, you're in a tourist area, it's like
A little different.
it's a lenient little.
Well, I'm glad that you had a successful trip and you came out unscathed. And I feel like truly it doesn't sound like it could have gone better. Like, I don't know that there was any downside.
you know what? There was no downside to it. I was a little nervous at first because we were doing everything together. Mm-hmm. So when you walk into a room,
Next to Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa and Elizabeth Banks, I mean, we were kind of like the small fish,
Of course, yeah.
So, and I'm like, I have no desire to be like, no, look at me. So I just kind of,
Go with it.
I laid back and picked my spots, and it worked. Like,
Yeah.
I let Momoa do his thing as he should. I let Elizabeth Banks do her thing with her team as they should. And then when it was time for me to have my moment and talk and say my piece, I did. And Cassie and I were just who we were, and it went over really well, I was glad. I was happy.
Did the other two alcohols make it in as well? Are they being
Yes.
distributed? Okay, so everybody had a successful trip. That's good.
It was a team effort.
Perfect.
Yeah. So we're all a part of this group called Agape Spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And Agape Spirits is like celebrity driven entities,
Okay.
wine and spirits. And Momoa is a part of that, Elizabeth Banks, myself, Hampton Water, which is John Bon Jovi, Brothers Bond, which is Ian Somerhall and his brother.
Okay.
And then there's another one, I think, that I'm forgetting. But
So a stacked lineup, a reputable.
it's a pretty stacked lineup, and honestly, it kind of works how like record labels work.
Okay.
So if you have a record label in town and you got 5 acts on the label, 2 or 3 of them are going to be like baby acts or like kind of up and coming acts. And then you're going to have like 1 or 2 superstars, or they're going to use those superstars, AKA Momoa, Elizabeth Banks, John Bon Jovi, to get in the door, set up the meetings, and they're going to bring their baby acts or their middle acts with them and
almost
say,
like
yo,
a negotiation.
yo. Yeah, if you want this, you got to support this.
Right.
So it really is a team effort. And then, I mean, granted, we have Aldean's part of our wine, so he isn't. I mean, but he wasn't there with us, so we had to connect the dots.
He's also like, okay, I mean, he's big in country music, but he's not Jason Momoa. Like there's different levels of fame there that maybe someone internationally wouldn't know Jason Aldean as much as they'd know.
I do agree with that.
Jason Momoa.
You know what's crazy, and we found this out. You know who has a huge country music following? What country over there do you think?
In the Middle East?
Yep.
I have no idea. I don't even know.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh, that actually kind of
huge country music following. So the wine will be going into Saudi Arabia, and
they're gonna put cowboy hats on it.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, we're gonna walk right in them doors with Mr. Aldean and say,
let me
look
show
at
you
this.
about my big green tractor and some red wine. I don't know who that is, but
I'd like to comb your desert.
That's
from Spaceballs, guys.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Comb the desert, guys.
I think you're showing your age there, buddy. I don't even know Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
I know it, but I've never seen it.
Do you know it? Thank you.
Yeah, see?
I could have used a little more excitement from you.
All right.
Last question.
Oh, last question. We're already done.
What, you got any more questions?
No, not at all. I've just been chit-chatting since pretty much minute 1, so I'll let you
No, this has been great. This is fun. Did you watch the Grammys?
I did. Well, I watched the highlights. I was doing other things while I was watching. And what is my biggest takeaway? That I was right, and that Olivia Dean is the best new artist because she also won. And I just love her. She's so cute.
Thank God she won. That means they got it right. When she won, I was like, oh, you got it right.
Yes.
They got other things wrong, but that one they got right.
Yeah. There was I mean, isn't that how every award show is? I feel like the general public forgets how politicized and I don't even mean like the American government politicized. I mean like within the industry politicized, that voting and everything for award shows is, it's not fan voted. It is what it is. It's industry voted.
15,000 members. They vote. So 15,000 people. The show you watched on the Grammys, the winners were picked by 15,000 people. And I guarantee you all 15,000 members did not vote.
Oh, 100%.
I would almost garner to say that half of them voted or less.
If half of them voted, I think that's a great turnout. But I don't believe that. But I mean, okay, so 7,500 people also agree with me that Olivia Dean is the best new artist, and I am happy about that.
Did you see that? What's the guy sings "Ordinary"? On the ordinary.
Alex Warren.
Did you see where he had trouble?
Talk about a life-changing song.
I know.
Wow.
Did you see where his ears messed up? Did you see that? Like where he was behind the beat?
Yeah. I know, that was bad. I felt
immediately felt bad for him, but he was still singing great. He was just singing behind the beat.
Yeah.
And I think he took his ears out.
Yeah. Oh, God. That is... I don't know what portions of the Grammy performances are like live versus tracked or like pre-taped.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Obviously, that one was live. I would imagine that there is someone having a bad day today because of that, though. That's a big stage to mess up on. And
I think what happened was he took his ears out. Okay. So in your ears, when they're like in your ears, you're hearing everything in real time. The minute he slips those things out, he is now hearing the bounce back from the arena. Yeah. So I sang the national anthem at Titan Stadium for CMA Fest one year and for a NASCAR race in Kentucky. NASCAR race, the worst, because that, you gotta, I don't know how big that track, let's just call it 2 miles. You're right. So when you're singing, I'm going, oh, that's the delay. So if I'm not singing
in your own head,
with the ears directly and hearing it back in real time, I'm going to sing, oh, and by the time I get to say, I'm going to hear, oh, that's how weird it is. And
it is also disorienting too. I've obviously never sang like that. That sounds terrifying. But when I would in-arena host in a hockey rink, it was the same thing. And I didn't have ears because it was a minor league hockey team. They're not giving you ears.
So you have to ignore what you're hearing almost.
I just had to be so locked in to the fact that I was like connecting like microphone to brain to mouth and not hear myself and see myself on the Jumbotron and like the echoes. And then if you're standing in a different part, like all of a sudden then it's out on the concourse. That's a weird thing. But and that's just talking. I can't imagine performing, let alone performing at the Grammys. And
he did he saved it big time though.
Well, I think it goes to show that he is, you know, he's a gritty artist. He proved why he was at the Grammys, I think. And something goes wrong like that, it's like, yeah, anybody can do things when things are going well.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was good. I thought
pop off, Alex.
Pop off, Alex. Question.
What about you? What are the other thoughts about the Grammys? You're the one that brought this up.
Well, I know. I have a question in particular. I'm gonna tiptoe around this. Do you think the Grammys? Do you think it's too political? Do you think it got too political last?
I think that that's just the state that our country is in. I think everything is politicized right now. I think everything.
Do you think it ruins it? Do you think it ruins the experience for most people when you're watching in like an award show and the first thing out of their mouth when they win a song that they worked their ass off on, and like that's the reason why they're there, the first thing comes out of their mouth has nothing to do with that award? Yeah,
I think it is just the viewer's perception, because the catch-22 of that is if someone who has wealth, fame, and success and is probably, or you and I think are doing better than the average American, then I think the average American feels seen, heard, and connected to said famous person when they take a second to acknowledge that maybe the song they worked their ass off isn't really what it's all about. The humanity of it is more important to them. So I think if they don't take the opportunity to say something, they are trashed in the media and on social media, because it's like, well, you have everything. You couldn't just take 1 second to have an opinion about something that's very important to our country. Now, do I think that those people are insufferable? Yeah. I think it's the Grammys, and I would like it to be about the music, but I'm not in charge of the Grammys. So it is what it is. Like, I kind of see both sides. Do I prefer not everything to be politicized? Yeah. It's like exhausting. And sometimes something like the Grammys, I would look forward to be a distraction from what's going on in the real world, much like I do my social media. Yeah. But there are other people who are connected to social media and watch those types of events to keep up with current events and to see who's talking about what and who's aligning with what. So I think it's just all perception. I don't know if that answers your question. I feel like that was a long-winded way.
No, that's definitely a good take on it. I try to put myself, when I was watching, I was like, okay, if I won a Grammy, would that be what I would do? Like, would I get up there and feel the need? Because let's say I have an opposing opinion to what the majority is saying on stage, right? Sure. I was thinking, I was like, what would happen
if someone said an opposing opinion?
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all like...
They were all on the same side.
They all had the buttons that said ice out, right? Yeah. And they all came out and were like, you know, all that stuff. F ice and all that stuff. I'm so curious what would happen in that room, in that particular room, if someone got up and said, hey, I'm going to use this moment to say, time out.
They'd be canceled.
This is how I feel.
They'd be canceled.
So that's where it gets weird for me.
The music would have turned on. They would have gone to commercial. They would have been blacklisted from society, and they wouldn't have had any jobs.
Yeah. So that's why I think it's easy to, all those artists in there that took that stance. Yeah. It was easy for them to take that stance because they know that room.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? They know that in that room,
well, and I think
they'll be applauded and they'll get standing ovations. Where outside of that room, or if someone took the opposite approach, it would have backfired. Like, so it shows you that you can't. There is no.
It's all a game, Chuck. Yeah. Everything you're watching is a farce. Everything is smoke and mirrors. And yeah, someone knows that it's the safe answer because that's what the room is saying. But like, okay, then that person's a piece of shit if they don't really feel that way and they're still taking an opportunity to push a narrative that maybe they don't even believe in. But that is getting too granular for me, and I cannot save the whole world, so it is what it is. I think it's just the only way I've been able to deal with everything the last 5-10 years of my adult life, where I feel like everything has been on fire, and every time we put out one fire, another one starts, is that I accept it with people think differently than me.
Yeah.
My mom used to always say that to me when I was growing up. You know what, Sammy? People think differently than you. You have to remember that. And I'd be like, what are you even saying? And now here we are. And I remind myself of that. in any situation, whether it be the Grammys, whether it be out at an event, whether it be when I watch TV or when I'm scrolling my phone alone in my room. Like, it's all the same thing. I'm not going to engage in a comment war. You know what I'm going to do? Scroll by it. I'm not going to let someone speaking their mind at the Grammys piss me off. I'm going to scroll by it. You know, I just, that's my approach. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know, but it's how I get through.
Old Jelly Roll, he like gave all glory to God, which I love to see that. And then he got asked afterwards about the political side of things, and he said he's like, I'm not, basically he said he called himself a dumb redneck, which I thought, I was like, no, that's not, I mean, I don't think you're a dumb redneck. So I'm a big believer in, like, you shouldn't say things out loud. I mean, because your brain doesn't know the difference between.
You mean like talking negatively about yourself?
Yeah. I like,
maybe he likes being a dumb redneck though.
Maybe, but he did say he was going
Seems to be working out pretty well for him, my friend.
Well, he said in a few days, 4 or 5 days or something, he's going to tell people exactly how he feels, and it's going to be very loud.
Well, I look forward to that. I'm excited.
very interested to see what that is.
I mean, Jelly Roll has probably lost 200 pounds at this point, so maybe it's new year, new weight, new him.
New you.
And honestly, a Jelly Roll, I mean, listen, I'm going to say this now, and then I'm going to have to eat my words later because of something stupid. However, I do feel like Jelly Roll is beyond the point of cancelability. I think he has a little of the Morgan Wallen effect in him, and the fact that his fan base is so particular and so invested in who he is and who he was, more so than the music. So, like, the character of him is kind of unshakable.
I think
I could be wrong.
Well, I think that he could be, if he was canceled. If he was canceled by, let's say, this side, I think this side that maybe was like on the fence about him or wasn't like I think they would be like, they would replace the people that canceled him.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what happened to Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Like, if you stand for something staunchly, you piss off half, but you reignite the other half. So it's like, I don't know. Again, it's all about perception. What are you willing to risk? But I was just saying that, like, the people who love Jelly Roll, the type of human being that loves Jelly Roll is not someone who is weak, wavering, and or is going to, like, change their opinion. They are very, like, a lot of them are ex-criminals that are trying to find their way, and they're like, you can't fool me. I've already seen X, Y, and Z in my life, and so I've come out on it. So
you think it wasn't too political in your mind, or you just don't care? Like, you don't care if somebody gets up there and...
I just think that everything in media, in Hollywood, on social media, everything is political. So of course the Grammys are going to be political. Like, if it wasn't political, I would have been more surprised than the fact that it was. Yeah. Like, that's just the nature of society that we live in right now.
I love this. This is what I like about the speeches. I like when they come from a place of love. I like when they say that, and when they come from a place of thanking the Lord, thanking Jesus.
I think those are two good things. Yeah. I think that, yeah, obviously.
I think there's too much nuance, and there's too much individual things that are happening that you can't make a broad statement about something, because there's too much circumstance, like in different scenarios.
There's a lot of nuance, and there's a lot of...
Well, in this scenario, this happened. Well, in this scenario, you can't cover it all. Right. So try, if you can't cover it all, don't cover it. You don't have time, and you don't have time in 30-second speech to cover it all. So, like, be like, hey, thank the Lord, thank God.
But then my question to you is, if you don't have to cover it all, it's my speech. The fuck you mean I can't cover it all? I won the Grammy, damn it. If I want to say anything political, and it's just one section of whatever you identify with, your political beliefs, your religious beliefs, your spiritual beliefs, I don't care. It's my speech. Listen or don't. What do you mean you can't cover it all?
You can't cover it all.
It's not a political debate. It's the Grammys.
Exactly.
So it's my time to shine. I won the fucking Grammy. Let me give my speech.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm not even defending it. I'm not saying
I'm saying
that you
just
should.
said it.
I'm just saying I can do whatever I want. And you're saying if you can't cover it all, why say anything? And I'm saying say anything because it's my speech and I wanna. The end.
I know you can say anything you want, but you said the key word, what you said was like, it's not a political debate.
It isn't, but it's my speech. So if I want to make it political, I can. That's all I'm saying.
So it's a statement rather than like.
I guess you're saying that if you can't cover it all, you might as well not try. And I disagree with that part. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying I can't cover it all, but I can do a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's my speech. So if you don't like it, put some earplugs in and get over it. I won the Grammy, baby. That's why I'll never win a Grammy.
I mean, to that, I would say to each their own, and say what you want to say.
I just feel like it's never going to change, so I might as well not fight it.
Oh, I think the Grammys and I think a lot of award shows have always been political, no matter what's going on.
Totally.
Like, 5 years ago, something else was happening that they said this, or 10 years ago,
right?
There was what was one that was like another political, like what was something else that happened that everybody was making a big deal about
last night, or
no,
just in general,
like that you can remember?
Oh,
the Me Too movement, right?
So then everybody was talking about that.
The Me Too movement.
But I also think it's like, okay, people in the industry, whether it be music, movies, television, anything, are in a quest to be relevant.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're questing to be relevant, and then you're at the award show of the year where you're going to win an award, and it is proving since you won that you are relevant right now.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you allowed to have a voice on a topic?
What's relevant?
Because guess what? Next year you might not be relevant, babe. Might be a flash in the pan. So I feel like that part of it is like, I have this moment and this moment only. That's guaranteed that I can say something.
You should. There's a clip of Elvis, where he gets asked a question about the war. We should draw that clip, and then we'll end with that.
At the Grammys?
No. This was at just in an interview.
Okay.
And it's very interesting and very cool. We definitely do not take that approach, and I would say most don't these days, but it's really good. And we'll end the podcast on Elvis's take.
Okay.
See if you can find it.
You ain't nothing
but
a hound dog.
Here, can bring it over here. This will be good. So this is back. So this is how much it hasn't changed, right? Like we're always going to deal with this. It's just like what is in the news cycle, and that's what artists are going to talk about in their speeches or interviews. And this is Elvis. You got to bring it up to the mic. That mic is not on, so bring it up to Sammy's.
Here we go.
Mr. Presley, what is your opinion of war protesters, and would you today refuse to be drafted?
Honey, I just want to keep my own personal views about that to myself, because I'm just an entertainer, and I'd rather not say.
You think other entertainers should also keep their views to
but
themselves?
the thing is that artists are not just entertainers anymore. They have platforms that social media has given them that they are now influential characters in people's lives. So Elvis, although he was iconic and enormous and was the first of his kind, he was just an entertainer. People didn't have access to Elvis like they have access to celebrities these days.
So you think?
So I think that was
basically it's up to us to decipher what we want to believe, side on.
It's all about perspective. And just like, in the same vein, nothing bothers me more than when influencers are like shit on by their followers because they're not speaking about something political or maybe something taboo or something emotional on their pages. I'm like, first of all, this bitch gives you Amazon deals of the day.
Right.
Why does she have to have an opinion about Gaza right now? That feels unfair to me. But other people who are sitting in the same room as me feel the exact opposite. What do you mean? This is an influential person and they're reaping the benefits of having this audience. They owe the audience X, Y, and Z. So it's just, again, perspective.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's up to the person to believe what they want to believe and listen to who they want to listen to.
Yeah.
And also know that, like, hey, just because this news station over here says something or this news either side doesn't also mean it's true, or doesn't also mean true. That it's like actually what's happening.
Well, don't tell some people that.
Right.
Especially ones over the age of.
Okay, there we go. We walked the fine line of politics. We didn't really get into it too much, but we talked about what is appropriate at an award show. And apparently, Sammy, it is appropriate to do whatever you want to do, because if you won the Grammy, you say what you want to say.
That's my stance on it.
Yeah. I say what you want to say too. Just be smart enough to know the difference between what's factual and not.
Okay.
Are we
Ready?
recording?
Are we going?
Sorry, nobody else is going to say it. I'll say
I don't
it.
want to miss. Listen, I don't want to miss what Matt just said. Matt Cooper just said. What did you say, Matt? Go ahead and say it one more time.
I was just honoring how extremely good looking you are.
That
brother.
is so nice,
just
kind of you. I've just
gotta respect where respect's due. You know.
Was it because I gave you a compliment? Because I go, Matt comes in. We're with Matt Cooper, by the way, on the Chuck Wick Show. Thank you for joining us, by the way. We told this guy 24 hours ago, like, yo, you want to come on the Matt Cooper Show? You want to come to the Chuck Wick Show? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. Because you're on fire, dude.
Thanks,
you came
man.
out of the gate swinging. But let's
Thanks.
before I talk about that,
Sure. Yeah. Let's go back to the.
you took off your jacket.
Oh.
I go, oh, look at you. You're in shape. And Sammy goes,
No.
What?
He said it's creatine only. I said, yeah, creatine only for 25.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
creatine and 25, and this is what you look like.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
It's taken me 25 years. So
You look fantastic. And you're
Thanks.
from where? Florida?
Florida, Jacksonville.
And do you live in Nashville now?
I do. Yep.
Okay.
I moved here like over 2 years ago.
Almost 2 years ago, because you got a record deal, or did you move here then get a record deal?
I moved here and then got a record deal. I was doing like music independently for all of college. I played baseball in college and then got cut, and I was like, all right, now what? Started doing music, did it independently, moved to Nashville with a dream to keep doing it, and got a label deal probably like last summer. Been working with these guys and they've been awesome. So
Okay, so where did you play baseball?
UCF, University
Oh,
of Central Florida.
UCF.
Yeah.
Sammy, you're
That was
talking.
on his
listen,
notes. I saw that, actually. I did know
You guys
that.
are so prepared.
I did.
This is you're speaking our language. I went to Florida Southern College
Okay.
in Lakeland, Florida.
Yeah.
She used to work for the Solar Bears
Yes,
in
I
Orlando,
worked in Orlando
Florida.
for many years.
God.
Yeah.
I've definitely gone out with some girls from UCF.
You also played baseball. Okay, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Why are
I
you licking
don't
your
know
lips at
why
the camera?
I-
You're married.
I don't know why I did
You're
that.
married. You also played baseball.
Yes, I
That's
played
like a big
baseball. That's what
proponent.
I was getting at.
The pipeline
At
from
FSC?
the pipeline from men playing college baseball to country music is like I can name probably 10 artists older than you, but
Brett
like
Young,
and Chuck is one of them
Hubbard, Chuck
that played baseball and now
But
sings.
the difference is that most of them got hurt and I got cut. Like,
Oh, okay.
I just wasn't good enough. So
We love an
But
honest
did you
man.
make the team ever? Did you make the team at least? Mm-hmm. All right,
And
so
then I
that
got
counts. That counts.
it counts. Yeah, it's
So
on
you
my
played for how
resume.
many years then at UCF? Like one?
At baseball?
Yeah.
Brother, I played like a month.
Oh, never mind.
Doesn't count.
I'm gonna go ahead and rewind the tape.
Let's cut it
He
out.
actually did not.
That's
make
a
the
month
team.
more than most.
That's true.
right.
That's true.
Does it count?
It does if
you
we
know
don't
what? The
tell the
effort counts.
specifics.
The effort.
The effort does count.
Okay, I'm taking back my compliment.
Maybe. Oh man,
Okay.
it's playing
I
hard
like
to get
it.
now. I don't like it. You
This is
are
great.
I know we're on fire. So highs and lows.
Yep.
Your newest single is it your first single or your newest single?
It's a single. It was my first single with the label.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because there is a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And you're on Quartz Hill Records, and which is interesting to me. 'Cause I love Quartz Hill because it's more of an independent label where it's more. I like to call them the boutique labels or the family style labels because they like to take care of their artist.
That's right.
You're not like a little fish in a big pond or nothing like that. Like you're probably one of the guys over there, and which I love because you're so talented. So highs and lows came out of the box, most added to country radio, which is pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
Especially just on a smaller label, on a family size label, I like to call. So that means you're good. And we were listening to the song before you walked in. I don't know if you heard us listen to it. I'm like, oh, this guy's legit.
Thanks, man.
Like, this is the real deal.
Thanks, man.
And then you're like opening up for Jelly Roll. So who cares? Your life is good. What is happening in the life of Matt outside of everything I just said?
Outside of everything, just trying to figure out life. I mean, we worked really hard for like the number one most added. We went to like 65 cities in 8 weeks on a radio tour. I had never done a radio tour in my life, and it was extremely exhausting, but also extremely rewarding at the same time. And so we did that all of last summer, and now this year we're just trying to figure out what's next, and putting out an album and doing singles and all that. So.
Are you one of those guys? So for people watching, the radio tour is like, it's basically you're dating country radio, and you go to every single radio station that commits to the chart, which basically says you have a number one record, right? So you go to all these stations that are going to hopefully play your song, and you walk in, you're like, hi, my name is Matt. You sit in a conference room, you probably play them 4 or 5 songs acoustically, tell your story, and then you leave that radio station hoping that they liked you and they liked your song, and you wait patiently. You're like, did they play it yet? Did they play it yet? And they are, and they continue to do so, because I think after that initial radio tour, you were like in the top 10 of the most added songs across the nation for like the next 8 weeks or something like that. So it looks like you're on your way. So are you one of those artists that is just you and a guitar, or do you like to bring 3 or 4 guys with you? Like, what's the vibe?
For radio stuff, it's usually me and my buddy Jordan. We'll just go into exactly what you said, the conference rooms, and just get to know the DJs and kind of share my story. I think that, like, as an artist, I am definitely a singer-songwriter. Like, I just love, it's just me and my guitar. I mean, Highs and Lows was a solo write that I just wrote by myself after I went through a lot of family stuff. And I think my, like, artistry, the best songs that I write just come from me sitting in my room and playing the guitar. Now, all that said, when it comes to live shows, I love having full band sound and, like, just getting the guys to come on the road and creating this, like, because it's just me in my room, and so, like, when it's live, it's like I want a bigger sound. I want to showcase, like, everything, and so having the full band with me is just awesome.
So you wrote Highs and Lows by yourself?
Yeah.
Wow. That's why it's impressive to me. Like, you don't need anybody. You could go to all these radio stations just by yourself with your guitar, right? Do you play piano as well?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. That means he plays a lot. Usually that means, oh, I dabble. Meanwhile, Elton John's in the other room waiting for him to write a song. So what's the next step now, as you are kind of, is it like a whirlwind for you where you're like, I don't know what's next? Because I remember when I was an artist back in 2007 and I was doing the radio tour, it was the most stressful point in my career. Like, that was the most stressful. I wasn't like, now I'm like older and I kind of prioritize what really matters in my life and my family. And I'm like, if this works, great. If this does, do you find this moment in your career out of the gate a lot of pressure, stressful, or are you just happy to be here? Or are you, because as soon as you get a song up the chart, the minute that happened to me, I was already stressing out, like, oh my gosh, now I got to do it again. And then, oh my gosh, now I got to do it again. And I find it interesting in this, and talking with guys like you that have so much more avenues to get your music out there. Do you have goals to be like, you know what, I just want to be, if I got so many streams and I can tour and I can do my own thing in small clubs, I'm good? Or you're like, nope, I want to be selling out arenas, and I saw you're a big Mumford & Sons fan, and Ed Sheeran, and Ed Sheeran goes out there to play stadiums, just his and his guitar. Like, is that your vibe? Like, what's your goal from now that you did not make the baseball team?
Thanks for reminding them, Chad.
I know, I just wanted to, you're clearly taking creatine. Okay. You look good without a jacket. I know. You got great boots on. What's the ultimate goal here?
That's a good question. I think for me, it's like a mix of working hard, obviously. Like, our goal, I think, this year is to definitely just keep getting highs and lows to climb the charts. Like, that's definitely a personal goal, and I know a goal for our team. But I also, like, I'm a firm believer that, like, I'm gonna work hard, and whatever happens. I put a lot of my trust in my faith and, like, God, and just be like, hey, I'm gonna take the next right step, and if that leads to me one day, playing a stadium, then awesome. If that leads to me, playing a club and just doing that thing, then awesome. So, like, I'm very goal oriented, and I want to do the best at what I do, but I also don't want it to consume, like, who I am as a human being as well. And so I'm just going to take the next step of just obedience and do it that way, and wherever it leads, it leads. So, yeah.
This is good. Sammy, these people are all the new artists are just too nice now these days. You know,
That's because we have resources for mental health.
That's right.
We'll be back.
I meant that in a positive.
I feel like we got to do a commercial now for mental health.
that was a compliment.
Matt Cooper, when we come back, we're going to talk mental health. No, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I like that jacket, Sammy.
Oh, now you want to be nice to me?
I know. I always got to follow it up with a negative and a positive.
I didn't mean it as a negative.
No, I wasn't. It wasn't. I didn't think it was a negative.
Oh, I was like celebrating the fact that we actually care about mental health these days. And then look, it's a product of taking care of mental health. He's
I
doing
just feel
great.
like Matt has got his stuff together. Like
Yeah.
he's like, you know what? As long as my faith leads me to where I need to be, and like he's just got his stuff together. And
He also said the word obedience, which is like, whoa. I know
When he
you've
said
never
obedience,
heard
I'm
that
like,
word.
wait, hold on,
Yeah.
time out.
Well, I'm out.
Somebody raised this guy.
Yeah. Love it.
Anyway, okay. Anyway, so highs and lows. You wrote it by yourself. Let's dig deeper because what inspired it? What made you want to go this route? And is that the song that the label heard and was like, "Yep, we're signing you. This is you're our guy."
Yeah. So the Cliff Notes version, not to get all sappy, but like about 2 years ago, I lost my mom, and it really just like wrecked me. And as a dude, like I didn't really know how to deal with it. Didn't like have never dealt with grief. But I just started writing songs, and so after mom passed, I ended up going to this therapist, mental health.
It's almost as if
It's almost like Sammy knew what she was talking about.
It's almost as if
she did her
okay.
research.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Well, first of all, I'm sorry about your loss and your
I
mom.
appreciate it, man. But I started seeing this therapist, and he recommended that I go to this therapy group. And so I started going to this therapy group, and I did not want to because I'm just a dude, and I do creatine. Like I don't need therapy, but thank you. But I was really sad, didn't know what else to do. So I walked in this therapy class, and this is God's honest true story. Walked in, this guy stands up and he says, "Hi, my name is so-and-so." And he says, "I get high all the time when I feel low. I've done drugs from A to Z, and the Lord's been good ever since." And I'm just like sitting there, like thinking in my mind, that sounds like a really good country song. And after that group, I got to talk with him. He shared his story of what brought him in that night. I shared my story of what brought me in that night. I went home. It was like probably 1 or 2 a.m. and I wrote highs and lows in an hour. And it's now the thing that you hear today. And so it was just this true story about this encounter I had with this dude at therapy class. And that was the song that kind of, it just for some reason hit a lot of people. And, it was one of those songs that just had really good traction out the gate. And I think that attracted these guys, not only with the data behind it, but also like the message behind it.
Yeah.
And that's like something that I really credit these guys. They really believe in like what I'm going for and like the mission behind it and the message that I'm trying to bring in this country world that we're in. So, yeah.
Did your mom and your family know that you had these aspirations to be a songwriter and move to Nashville and really pursue this? Or
Yeah. I mean, I grew up like doing church worship and stuff like that, and my mom was the one that kind of got me into piano. And then I started writing songs my freshman year of college after I got cut from the team. And
I'm sorry we have to keep bringing that part up.
It hurts every time, but it's good.
I know. It's just it's a healing. You're healing right now.
It's a healing mental health sponsor.
Thank you, Sammy.
Thank you, Sammy. But where was I going with this?
Well, I was curious because interesting, like when similar stories, I played college baseball and my parents just assumed that was what I wanted out of life was to play baseball. And that was my whole life. And they didn't really know that I had any kind of aspirations of singing or anything until I kind of just said, "Hey, I'm doing this." Yeah. And I didn't know if that was something, but it seems like they knew from the get-go, especially going through church, and that you always loved to write and sing.
I loved music growing up, but I mean, like, so when I started writing songs freshman year, I had written these songs and I knew I wanted to get them recorded. Like, I just wanted to kind of explore, like, it'd be cool to just have songs like on Spotify. So I learned like how do people do that and stuff. And so took a trip to Nashville during COVID when the whole world shut down, and I got these songs recorded. I just started putting them out on TikTok, and one of those songs was a song called "Ain't Met Us Yet," and it like blew up.
What's it called?
It's called "Ain't Met Us Yet."
Ain't met us yet.
Ain't met us yet.
Ain't
Thank you,
met
Sammy.
us yet.
It's been a long day.
And it just kind of blew up on TikTok and social media, and that was the first instance where like I just like started getting calls from like labels and managers and lawyers, and it started opening up opportunities for me to kind of get into this game. And so it wasn't really like something that I was like, I'm gonna be a musician or an artist. It's just like I just wanted to put songs on Spotify and like impress my friends and like put it on social media. And then for some reason it just like opened up a bunch of doors so that I'm able to still do it today.
That's awesome. And now you're in the game. You're officially in the game. So congratulations. Doing well. So, and with Highs and Lows, it's out with just you, but you have some interesting stuff happening. Clearly it's going to be a hit, because this never happens, by the way. Collaborations don't happen on songs unless the label knows it's going to be a hit. So you are going to have a collaboration on Highs and Lows.
Yeah.
But you can't say who it. Can you say female or male? Can you say female or male? I'm looking at the label back
Everybody's pointing at each other.
Female or male? Nope, don't say anything.
That was like the Spider-Man meme. You know, the one where all the Spider-Mans are pointing to each other? That's what we just witnessed behind the cameras right there. They're like, I don't know. You answer that question.
Now we got to wait. When are you announcing it? Couple weeks? How long we got to wait?
March.
Okay. We'll wait.
But it's cool.
It is cool?
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
let me ask you this. And maybe is this something that the collaboration, is it something that like you would never ever dreamed of that would ever happen? Like oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm collaborating with this person or group.
Yes.
Okay. Because I've always listened to them growing up, or I'm a huge fan of theirs.
Yes.
Oh, fun. This is fun. Let's just stay here till March.
Yeah.
We'll just keep going.
Traps right now.
keep going. All right, we'll get off the collaboration, but that's exciting for you. That's always fun just for you.
Cool. It's like a whole new taste on the song, which is exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely a vibe. Like, I mean, it is I would say it's a Mumford and Sons meets Ed Sheeran meets Matt meets country.
Thanks.
Like that's
exactly
good.
what I'm going for. So.
Yeah, that's exactly what you did. So now that's out, now that you've established and you said, yep, people like me at radio, we're going here, we've got a collaboration. Now you got to finish a record. So is that the plan? Is to go back in, keep writing, go in the studio, finish the record, have a release date on an album? Do we have a release date on an album, guys? Can you give us anything? The label's back there. They're just like, why is Chuck doing? What is it? Fall. They said fall. That's good.
Hey.
Matt, I'm here for you because we need to get them to commit. If they say fall,
things that go on either.
I know. You just need to be like, label committed to fall release of Matt's record on tape. It's on tape.
That's it.
Anyway, so now you have to write and get that done. So how many songs outside of Highs and Lows do you have done ready for a fall release on an album?
I think it's about like 25.
25?
25 songs.
Oh, they stopped that real quick, Matt.
No.
They go, there won't be that many. Can't afford that. Too much.
Too much money.
Too much. That is a lot of money, Matt. You're good, but not that good.
There we go. Just like baseball. What?
Just like baseball. Just like
the old baseball team.
This is fantastic. I feel like I'm
great.
working for you, Matt, and
I know,
against you at
this is
times.
good.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah,
All right,
really
listen.
good.
So how can people follow you? Because you're such a baby, and I love it. And you got a
wow,
good head on
thanks.
your shoulders, a great mustache. You take creatine. Highs and Lows is out. You're is that like a vintage
Casio.
watch? Casio?
$40 on Amazon.
How much?
$40.
$40.
You gotta get yourself one. It's awesome. I get complimented on every podcast with it.
Every podcast?
Yeah. And I
thought we
don't
were
intentionally flash it. It's just
the
there.
only podcast, Matt.
Oh, my bad.
That's fun. Funnest podcast.
Funnest podcast.
Fun. More fun. Sammy?
I have not said anything.
Which I don't like. I don't like when you're quiet over there. That means something's stirring up, Matt.
No, not at all. I've just been listening.
Oh.
I feel, we're good.
So Sammy is out on the road with Old Dominion all the time.
That's awesome.
She's
What are
a,
you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I
Sammy.
do still have that job. It's just, shows are usually on the weekend for me. So I kind of double dip and I have many alter egos in this lifetime, and I try and keep them all separate. Sometimes they bleed together, but I do my best to stand proud in all different lanes. But
That's awesome.
I have a different kind of grind, not the artist type that you have, but those people back there that were pointing to one another, I'm usually part of that crowd.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's a cool gig.
Do you know them? Do you?
I don't, but I do understand that they are, when you talk on the side of your mouth like that and you're trying to get a date together, like, can we show you this? I understand that feeling.
I saw them do that.
Yeah. And then she goes, fall. Like, you said, what's the date? Fall. Do not
Fall.
give him
Don't
a date,
give
is
him
what
a
she was
exact
saying.
date. This is
Because if
fun.
she says that out loud, then it's out there. So you say fall. What does fall mean to you? Well, that's up for you guys to decide. And that is how you know she's good at her job.
This is Inside Scoop, guys. This is how the music
got
industry
you, girl.
works, like
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
Yeah, she's like, shut up.
You got the label behind the cameras, the fresh, brand new, great mustache artist in front of the camera, and then we got Sammy and I trying to go like this.
Are you jealous of his mustache?
Actually, I wish my wife would not be happy if I just
Really?
yeah.
Really?
I don't think I can do the mustache. I would love to do the mustache though.
I didn't think I could either, but then you look at yourself and you're like,
Maybe I can.
maybe I can.
Have
At
you ever
first,
tried?
it's the first look, it's like I kind of look like I'm gonna kidnap somebody, but then it grows on you, and you're
Yeah.
like, wait,
Yeah.
I'm the man.
Yeah.
I'm the man.
You are the man.
Yeah.
Most
Add a little
people-
creatine, it's great.
Yeah, if you do creatine, you're not kidnapping anybody because you care too much about yourself. You don't have time.
Right. No.
You know?
Too much insecurities.
Too much insecurities. Did you go beard,
I
like
did.
full, and then shave, and then you're like, I like it and don't, or did you go, I'm going
This
to shave?
took me 25 years, Chuck.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So that's
Yeah.
all I can do. If I shave it, I'll just look like a baby.
Yeah. The first 17, there was nothing.
There's
and then
nothing.
all of a sudden,
No. A little rosemary oil never hurt nobody's.
rosemary oil.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you his mustache smells good, Sammy.
Okay. And commercial break.
The fact that that's going to be on TV is upsetting to me. That I said,
Way more upsetting for me, trust me.
and the fact that we're going to end
Also,
the interview.
the fact that you'd never heard of rosemary oil, like he just like,
Well, I don't know. I've never
you were like,
heard.
rosemary oil. Wow.
No, I've never had it. I've never heard of rosemary oil. You put rosemary oil on your mustache
For hair growth.
Put it
I don't
on-
know that.
yeah.
I don't know that. Why would should I know that, guys?
You should
Thank
know
you.
that. Yeah. Okay.
Thank
All right,
you.
well,
Ironically, both of you have a full head of hair, so that makes sense to me that you don't know that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
See, there is a reason.
You've
have
never
great-
had to know.
you've never had to know. You're,
But you
you're
have
one of the
she-
lucky ones.
You have great hair.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and you have great.
Are you guys
hair.
going to kiss? What's going on?
No. Well, if we
Should I
Okay,
leave?
you know what?
Away.
If he did, his mustache would smell good.
Get a nice whiff right before you go in.
Think about that.
I will not think about it, but thank you so much for the
Listen,
opportunity.
if you see Matt Cooper on the road with Highs and Lows and his soon-to-be collaboration and the album that's coming in the fall, where can we follow you, Matt Moore? At Matt Moore? Where? Or Matt Cooper? I mean, Matt,
real
who's Matt Moore?
It's it's just real Matt Cooper on all the socials. Real Matt Cooper.
Real Matt Cooper. Gosh.
Chuck needs a snack or something.
Well, I haven't had lunch.
It's showing.
My goodness.
I haven't. I'm fasting, guys.
Listen, it
Intermittent
started good. And it
Intermittent
ended.
fasting?
I love Matt. Matt.
I love you too.
Matt Cooper or Matt Moore?
I don't know who Matt Moore is. I don't know why. I do know a Matt Moore, but I don't know. And it's the first time I said Matt. It's not Matt. It's Matt Cooper.
It was probably just like muscle memory.
Maybe.
Yeah, that happens.
I don't know. When we started talking about rosemary oil and his mustache,
Got hot and bothered, baby.
I did. I got
Started
hot and
naming other
bothered.
men.
My brain shut down, Matt.
It happened.
I've been there. Mustaches do that to me too, actually. So
Really?
I get
There
it.
we go. Now
Yeah.
we're getting to the good stuff. This is going to be good. All right. Matt Cooper at Real Matt Cooper. Highs and Lows out now.
Correct.
Everywhere you get music.
Yes.
And when's the album coming, Matt?
Fall.
In the fall. In the fall. All right. Thank you for coming on the Chuck Wick Show.
Thanks for having me.
He's never coming back.
Never.
He's never.
No.